Well, good evening, Arrow fans. Welcome to tonight's game between Sioux Falls, Washington and our Watertown Arrows. This is Rick Evans, your host for the night. And we'd always like to thank our sponsors to start the night off. Sponsors tonight are the Cowboy Country Store number 3, Roy's Sports Shop, Vast Communications and Broadband, Flatlands Production, The Public Opinion, of course, and P.O. Printing and Graphics. Then Public Opinion's family of apps are Watertown Weather Watch, Glacial Lakes Outdoors, P.O. Mobile, P.O. TV, and Watertown Now. We've got about 5 minutes and a half before game time, so I'll give you the featured arrows for this evening. Our first featured arrow is Tatum Hemiller, a senior guard. Parents Bobby and Jody Hemiller. She likes student teaching. Her favorite quote or Bible verse: if you're going to be here, be here. Hobbies or pastimes: just hanging with friends. Her favorite food is Chinese. She likes the movie The Conjuring. And Arrow Pride means always giving 110%. Advice for future arrows: work hard and play hard. Our next featured arrow is Madigan Moore, a senior forward, daughter of Steve and Mitzi Moore. Her favorite class, science. It includes AP Biology, Anatomy, and Physiology. Favorite quote or Bible verse: he must become greater, I must become less. John 3:30. Hobbies or pastimes: reading and spending time with friends and family. Favorite food: bananas with peanut butter. Favorite movie is Rudy. What does Arrow Pride mean to Madigan? To give your absolute best effort in all that you do. And her advice for future arrows: don't limit yourself. See challenges as opportunities to become better. Our third featured arrow tonight is Danielle Gottsleben, senior forward. Parents Mark and Carla Gottsleben. Student teaching is her favorite class as well. Favorite quote or Bible verse is 2 Corinthians 4:16 through 18. Hobbies and pastimes: spending time with friends and family. Favorite food is chocolate. Favorite movie: Endless Love. What does Arrow Pride mean to you? Play with your heart, she says. Advice for future arrows: high school goes by fast, so make the most of it. And our thoughts and prayers go out to the Gottsleben family tonight, as Carla did pass away last night with her long battle of cancer, and we're sure sorry to hear that. And we wish the family all the best and hope to see Danielle back as soon as possible. So our featured arrows: Tatum Hemiller, Madigan Moore, and Danielle Gottsleben. Well, the Arrows are fresh off of a victory over Yankton Saturday, 45-39, and gosh, they just looked like a whole different team than when they played Harrisburg. But it appears Harrisburg's kind of moving up the ranks a little bit and kind of gelling, so maybe it wasn't as bad as it looked. But tonight we're playing the Sioux Falls Washington team that's 8-1, and will be a big test for the Arrows. Washington is playing Rapid City Stevens, St. Thomas More, Moorhead, Minnesota, and their only loss is to Western Christian of Iowa. And they've beaten Yankton, Marshall, Minnesota, Sioux Falls Lincoln, Bishop Heelan from Iowa, and Brookings. So they played some pretty good teams, and their seed points reflect that. So tonight they take on the Arrows, and we'll see what happens there. The Washington head coach, let's see if I can get my stuff here, Jamie Parrish, doing a fine job. Assisted by Larry Toft, Heather Conrad, Brad Kennett, Alyssa Cranning, and Kayla Nicholson. And again, I guess the girls don't bring their cheerleaders. I got their cheerleaders here, but no cheerleaders, so we'll concentrate on the Arrow cheerleaders for tonight. The Arrows will be heading to Huron tomorrow night to play Huron, and then they will travel to Sioux Falls Roosevelt, and we'll be back here at home on the 30th, Saturday. I believe that's a doubleheader again with Brookings. So I'll see you at 5:15, and JT will get the boys right after the girls play. As far as the standings, Aberdeen Central is leading the pack, looks like, at 11-0. And as far as the ESD goes, they're in first with a 7-0 ESD record. Then it's Harrisburg at 5-3, Brandon Valley at 5-4. Watertown's 4-4, so we're kind of in the middle of the pack there. We're ahead of Pierre, who's 3-4, Brookings 4-5, Yankton at 3-4, Huron 2-6, and Mitchell 2-5. So we can at least stay in the top half. That would be nice. Around the state, actually Sioux Falls O'Gorman is number 1 at 9-0, just a little bit ahead of 11-0 Aberdeen as far as seed points go. So Aberdeen's number 2. Washington, that we're playing tonight, number 3, so it'll be a tough test for the Arrows. Well, looks like our time's about ready to go, so we will have the national anthem here shortly.
Carmen passed away last evening after a long battle with cancer. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Watertown Civic Arena.
It was a moment of silence for Danielle's mom, Carla Gottsleben.
Washington Warriors. This contest is sanctioned by the South Dakota High School Technics Association for the enjoyment and educational benefit of high school students, but sportsmanship is essential to the success of these programs. Remember, we do not have to be an athlete to be in sport. Tonight's officials are Patrick Coach Jr., Luke Anderson, and Scott Hookie.
Your officials tonight, Patrick Deutsch Jr., Luke Anderson, and Scott Hookie. And it's time for the national anthem.
Standing attention, with regular remark, veterans and active duty military personnel not in uniform, may salute the flag.
And I'm sure we'll hear from the Warriors first.
Now let's meet the cheerleaders.
Cheerleaders, Courtney Henson, Michaela Lean, Annie Paul, Topanga Ridgel, Morgan Schwartz, and Summer Scott. Coach for the Arrows cheer team is Amanda Penning. Now for the starting lineups. Number 4, Maddie Wiley. Guard, a 5'6" senior. And Fisker.
Senior number 22, Anna Goodhope. At forward, 5'11", and the senior number 34, Carly Knudsen.
And number 24, Jada Cunningham. No, I'm sorry, Annie Goodhope. Anna Goodhope. 34, Carly Knudsen. And then 54, Sydney Arrington.
Head coach of Warriors is Jamie Parrish.
Now for your arrows.
The arrows starting lineup. At guard, 5'5", senior number 4, Tatum E. Miller.
Tatum E. Miller to start, number 4. Madigan Moore, your second guard. Mateo Walder. Alexa Glow. And her center, Jackie Tetzloff. Let's see how the arrows stack up here. I think I have the height for Washington. Several seniors on Washington. Well, let's see. Wiley is 5'4". Visker, Jade Visker, 5'6". And Newton, 5'11". And let's see, who else we have out there? 14. We had Anna Goodhope, 22, is 6 foot. So a couple of nearly 6-footers. Sydney Arrington, she's also 6 foot. They have a 6'2" center, Abby Stotesbury, a senior that might see some action yet. So the arrows are probably out-heighted again. And hopefully our quickness will keep us in the game. Here Washington's like 8-1, so they're pretty good. And the first one's off the mark, and the arrows get it to the front court. And Mateo better get a hold of that ball. Being harassed out there. And we're without Daniel Gatzleben tonight as her mom passed away last night. I'm sure sorry to hear that. And we'll think about him all night long. Well, the arrows catch a break. Another bunny missed another one, but as I said, and it'll stay Washington's way. Arrows are battling in there, but having a hard time grabbing a rebound with all those 6-footers in there. We're kind of lucky to be about 5'10". And we get a tie-up, so the Arrows get the ball on the jump, but still nothing after a minute gone in the first quarter. Nice pass, and this is looks a lot like what they were doing the other night, getting it into Tetzloff for 2. For some reason our player board with the numbers on it are not showing up tonight. Wonder if they'll get that fixed. Well, break for Washington as the pass went through their hands and last touch by an Arrow. Well, we're still up 2-0. And a little harassment in there. Now a little foul by the offense there. The Washington Warriors get a foul. And that's on Arrington, her first foul of the game, as a matter of fact. So the Arrows are still up 2-0, and so far their harassing defense has kept Washington off the board. Their height advantage has not helped them much. And then we throw it away and almost steal it back, but Washington keeps it. And that hit the backboard, or basket on the pass. They had a wide open gal underneath, so. Arrow defense is doing very well so far. But finally, after about the 4th or 5th offensive rebound for the Warriors, Tetzlaff picks up a foul, and Arrington will be going to the board. Or going to the line, excuse me. And she misses the first one, a little short. And in comes Anna Goodhope. She looks like she might be pretty darn tall. I'll see if I can get with her. And unfortunately, the Arrows touched that last. Got a break when they missed both free throws, but the last one came out quite high, and the Arrows go, of course, going underneath to get the bucket. Unfortunately, did not get it done. Anna is Goodhope is another 6-foot player for Warriors, also a senior. And she fires one up that's no good, but saved by the Warriors. So, in a way, another offensive rebound. It's hard to believe as many shots as they've got off that we're still ahead by 2. And they're still shut out. And we're going to shoot 2 as Miller took it down the court and forced it in there. And, or excuse me, that wasn't Miller, it was Walder. Saw the 4 and thought it was Miller. And our free throw shooting continues. We did a real good job Saturday. After poor performances before that, we were almost perfect. And let's see if Matea can keep us that way. 3-zip. And nope, that one comes out a little too far. Arrows up 3-0. Washington has had at least 10 shots at the basket. We've had a couple, and we got 3 points. Now looks like they got the board right. And again, Washington misses, and Walder's going to push it up court and puts it right in. She's on fire. 5-0. Last 2 trips down the court, Walder was going to make something out of it, that's for sure. And the harassing defense is going to result in a jump ball. This will be Washington's ball. Then we got Goodhope back in. Looks like Taylor Vandervelde is in for the Washington Warriors. And look at that, it still won't go in for the Warriors. Arrington just barely missing that one. Annie Cummings in for the Arrows. Glow sitting down for a rest. And Sydney makes that one. And the Warriors are on the board 5-1. And in comes Rayleigh Peterson for the Arrows. And also Taylor Taranis is in there. So after missing her first 2, Sydney makes her next 2. And it's 5-2 Arrows. Get in there, and that a girl. And it looked like Taranis with 2 on a nice floating little jump shot there. 7-2, and the Arrows are looking just like they did Saturday. This is much better than it was before. And now Arrington gets warmed up, makes 2 at 7-4. Arrington with all 4 Washington points. Will help there, ladies. But against Yankton, the girls tried to get behind the defense for some shots, and they were successful, and they've tried to do that here today too. And good defense again, but Miller's going to get that ball no matter what. Good hustle, Tatum. And that came off of a Warrior, and it's arrow ball, still 7-4. The arrow's up. Cummings going out for the arrows. Walder back in. I don't know if you can see it or not, but as you see, really, Peterson trying to post up in there. She's like way shorter than the defender. And we're giving away several inches, and fortunately, Washington just can't make baskets and throws it away. And the Arrows being the beneficiary of that. Now Peterson comes back out. So we got Miller, Glow, Taranis, Walder, and who's our other one there? Oh, 12, Madigan Moore. And the Arrows are getting sloppy with the ball now and throw it away again. But, still 7-4, about 2.5 to go. Oh! Well, the ball was tipped, so the officials let that go, and it sure looked like traveling, but if the defense hits the ball and the ball was in the air, she didn't have a hold of it, she can take as many steps as she wants. It's like if you start a dribble and then you walk along, let the ball bounce by itself, you can do that. By the way, the bucket was by Good Hope. Makes it 7-6. Arrows are up. And the last few times down the court, they've had a little trouble. And Miller going in, makes a nice scoop shot. And saw the opening and took it. And the quickness of the Arrows is paying off a little bit, 9-6. And that's what they'll need to do. Split the defense and try to get an open layup. Nice three-point look. And again, Washington with a, oh, come on, let's have a jump ball, guys. That was pretty evident from over here, and somebody wasn't maybe getting where they needed to be there. The jump ball goes to the Arrows. And Washington, I don't think, understood, unless they were pressing, but 9-6 Arrows, a little under 2 to go, and the Arrows have continued to work good on offense, and then Tatum gets called for a travel. Probably didn't get her pivot, the ball down before she lifted her pivot foot. Well, the Arrows had a few turnovers and bad passes, and still have a 9-6 lead on Washington's second or third in the state, so this is a good showing so far. And if they could pull this one off, why? And the defense fell apart there. Wiley with 2, 9-8. If we could pull off this upset, why, that might change the season. That'd give the girls some confidence, and somebody's got to go help her. And Tronis kicks it back out. 3-point try, just off the mark. Hey, an offensive rebound for the Arrows. But then they fought over it. And it goes up the way, and another miss by Washington. And the ball landed out of bounds, and they're going to give it to, I would guess, we did have a foul on Alexa Glow. Third team foul for the Arrows. And another one in and out. And that ball hit the line after the shot, and the Arrows have a chance to get her up to 3 again. 9-8, the Arrows are up, under a minute to go in the first quarter. Cummings with the ball. Three-point try is just off the mark. She's rushing her shot just a little bit. Nice pass down court. Good play by the Warriors, and that could be why they do so well. Good Hope with 2 points to put the Warriors ahead, 10-9. And Washington defense, I think, stepping it up a little bit. That was a nice push there. I'm surprised the officials didn't call that little push, but 5 seconds, so we better do something quick. Cummings gets it off, but it's no good, and the Arrows trail 10-9, but a very good showing for the Arrows against the top-ranked Washington Warriors. For quality sporting goods and athletic supplies, why not visit Roy's Sports Shop? Roy's has what you need and will provide the personal advice that you won't find at other locations. For all your sporting equipment needs, make sure you stop at Roy's Sports Shop, located at 1513 9th Avenue on East Highway 212 in Watertown. And if you need fuel for the game, either for the car or yourself, why not stop at the Cowboy Country Store number 3? It's located in an ideal spot, the corner of North Highway 81 and 14th Avenue Northeast. Cowboy number 3 has a large stock of food and is home to Chester's Chicken, one of the best kinds of chicken in town. Cowboy is also well stocked with other types of food and drink. So make your way to the Cowboy Country Store number 3 at the corner of Highway 81 and 14th Avenue Northeast. Remember, it's Cowboy Country Store number 3 because there's 3 of them in town. And that's the third one. All right, be Washington's ball. And Arrows were fast and furious. Might have been a little wore out. And so maybe they'll get a little breather here. Into the big gal, and lots of contact. And no call, and the ball goes out of bounds off the 2 Arrows that were going after it. Let's see if I can see the statistics on rebounds here from the center board for you. But Washington has a lot of offensive rebounds. Pretty low-scoring game so far. Nobody's taken big control. Long three-pointer is way short. And the Arrows get it. And here comes Walder. She's going to try to take it right to the basket, and she does. Knocked out of her hands. Warriors have 12 rebounds to the Arrows 7 in that first quarter, and boy, it sure seemed like it was even more than that to me. But another three-point attempt is short, and Cummings sneaks in there and gets it away. E. Miller can't find an opening. Fresh shot clock. E. Miller drives in, reverse layup, just a little short, and we're going to jump that one, and that will be the Arrows' ball. Notice that's one of the issues with some of the Arrows when they go up for those kind of shots close to the back. They're not getting high enough. Get that thing up there, girls, because it's kind of hitting the bottom of the rim. Well, Tatum can't do anything with that pass. Too many big gals around her. And a nice play, but they're going to, well, I hate to see that. They whistled the foul on the drive, and going to negate a basket. And that's on number 4, Maddie Wiley. And the Arrows get it out of bounds. That's the third foul, 3 on each team. Gets it inside. Nice pass and nice play. And that's Walder with 2 more. Her 5 points lead the Arrows. And the should have 9, but the scoreboard hadn't put it up there yet. And a good play by Washington, and miss another one. This time they did not get the rebound. For some reason they're not putting that last 2 up for the Arrows. And I don't see, there it is. I got to think and wonder if they called something. I didn't know it. 11-10 Arrows. Second quarter just starting. Another good drive. That one was a little higher, but she didn't use the board. Get the old defense working again, Arrows. And now Washington's passing that ball really well, but they just can't seem to get the ball to go. But another offensive rebound or control anyway. And short. Arrington can't get it up there, so Arrows still lead by 1. I wouldn't mind seeing it be this way all night long. And a little bump there that, gosh, all year they've kind of been calling that. So, and still that ball does not go in the hole for the Warriors. They're going to get to go to the line for 2, but that could have easily been a 3-point play. My goodness. Cummings with her first foul. And a good hope with a good first free throw to tie it up. Her 5th point of the night, 11-11. And the second one is also good. She looks like a good free throw shooter. And she puts the Warriors ahead 12-11. But like I say, we'll take this 1 point back and forth all night long. Gives us a chance at the end at least. Now we take a nice little run and get ahead by 10 too. Don't get me wrong. But just not sure against the Washington team we're going to be able to do that. And Annie would like to do something, but she's just in the land of the Giants there. Oh my goodness, and it was just a hair late. Left-handed, threw it up in desperation, but don't count because the shot clock went off. And Annie got herself underneath, knew she couldn't get a shot off that way, but then there seems to be some contact that the officials just are reluctant to call. And again, sometimes that can be if the gals just aren't under control and both players or all players are just not under enough control. And that's a little drive again, but Doc got it. Now I think we're going to have a foul on the Arrows as Miller tries to go from behind Arrington and didn't work too well. Maddie Moore back in for Miller. We got Glow Cummings. Now we're going to have a timeout with the Arrows down by just 1 to the Washington Warriors, 12-11. Flatlands production of Watertown provides high-quality video for your business or personal needs. It will design and produce deep, meaningful content that strategically sells their clients through the use of a story. Flatlands production stories are like no other. These stories will inspire, engage, and entertain. So if you want a memorable video of a wedding, a family event, or a promotion for your business, contact Derek Gatormson at Flatlands Production. Derek's number is 805-235-8011. And that's correct, 805-235-8011. Visit his website, flatlandsproduction.com. There come the Warriors, 4:12 to go in the second. The Arrow defense has done an excellent job forcing many misses. And even though Warriors have got a lot of rebounds, we've kept them out of there. Ooh, that was close to a travel. And we got a reach there, and that'll be on Rayleigh Peterson, I believe. That's number 6 on the Arrows. And Peterson comes out, and it was on the drive, they say, so. Looks like Thorson's in the game now. Celeste Thorson for the Arrows. And nice there, bucket. It's good hope for 2 more. Makes it 14-11, and now the Warriors have a little bit of extra there. Nice pass into Thorson, and Thorson gets 2. Brings the Arrows to within 1 again. And there, the Warriors are starting to find the hoop. Maddie Wiley with a nice little layup. Walder putting that arm out to hold the defender off. And usually there's a foul on that, but now they're going to call a travel. I'm not sure how you can travel when you pass the ball, but maybe that was a better choice than calling an offensive foul for pushing off. All right, Arrows down by 3, 16-13 to one of the top-rated teams in the state, the Washington Warriors. So far, they're doing pretty good, and I believe Glow is going to get herself a foul, but we're going to make them go to the line and not give them anything easy. Two shots for Arrington coming up. First one's good. She missed her first 2, and now she's made 3 in a row. 17-13, Washington up by 4. And she makes the second. Walder coming back in. Thorson's still in there. And Moore is still in there. E. Miller and Cummings. I don't know that the Arrows have any bigger lineup in there or not, but we've got another jump ball. Some of the taller Arrows are not in there at all, so I think Coach may be trying to get some short ones in there, grab that ball while they have it down, because a lot of times the players bring the ball down before they shoot or dribble, and boy, I tell you what, you got a shorter player on you, they're right there on it. I used to hate playing against shorter guys. I'd much rather play against a tall guy. So far, the strategy's working, and though we're down by 5, but we're sure in there pretty well. And Good Hope really warming up now, got 10 points, and she's finding that basket now. Arrows offense starting to struggle a little bit. Now we got a foul on the Warriors in the reach. And Wiley, her second foul. Fourth team foul on Warriors, so we're not even close to a 1-and-1 situation for the Arrows. And with our free throw shooting being pretty good, we'd like to get to the line a little more. But haven't been able to do that except one time. And we'll get it inside, and I think we're going to shoot 2 this time as Peterson gets fouled. No, they're not going to give her 2 shots on that one. Well, that is strange. Fouls on. Oh, I'm sorry, there is no foul. It just went out of bounds. They called it a block. Wow. And that got tipped a little bit. Cummings got blocked. And wow, Annie Cummings had a nice little arm hold there on the Arrington, and there's a shot clock violation, and I guess that's all they're going to call. It's going to be Washington ball. Yeah, we get out raced to the ball that time. Now we're going to call a foul on the inside before the shot. And that's on Peterson as well, her second. Arrington will go to the line for a 1-and-1. 20-13, Washington's pulled out to a 7-point lead. Now Arrows only scored 4 points in this quarter. So the success they had at the offensive end, they've kind of lost it, and seems to be going back to that Harrisburg game looking like that. And that might be the defense of the Warriors. 6 free throws in a row now for Arrington. 8 points altogether, and it's 22-13 as the Warriors have pulled out to a substantial lead. I'm guessing they've stepped up their defense. The Arrows have had some open looks at 3-pointers, but got to make them. Nice look. Took her time. Good looking shot, just couldn't get it down. And the official made the proper call there. She dribbled that a little high, which is okay. You can dribble as high as you want as long as her hand stays on top. And that was probably marginal. She did turn it over just a little bit, but anytime it rests in your hand, that is basically a travel. A lot of officials still use the old roll in the hand and call it roll. And a 3-pointer is still no good. Cummings with the rebound. So a lot of officials still call that carrying the ball or palming it, whatever you want to call it, but proper call is traveling. 20 seconds to go, and the Arrows down by 9. It'd be nice to go in the locker room with. And if you'll notice, Washington passes that ball fairly quickly around the perimeter to get open shots. The Arrows just are not doing that. And the buzzer went off before the shot. And unfortunately, the Arrows are not moving the ball well enough on offense. A 4-point quarter puts them down 22-13 at halftime. Well, do you want to make a bold statement? Are you looking for that personalized touch on your letterhead or stationery? Are you looking for business cards people remember? P.O. Printing and Graphics can design and print business documents, statements, stationery, note cards, napkins, invitations, program posters, and more. They also specialize in wedding paper needs, from the engagement announcements to wedding invitations. So give P.O. Printing Graphics a call at 605-886-6906. That's 886-6906. Or find them on Facebook. It looks like we got the dance team coming out to give you some entertainment. I'll do some tallying up and see who has what points. Washington-Watertown dance team. And Richie Remmers is up here with some stats, and so let's see what he has to say. Good first quarter, but sucky second quarter.
Yeah, I think we get outscored. It looks like 12-4 in the second quarter, and yeah, we just need to find some offense. I mean, 13 points at the half isn't going to win too many ball games. You know, our defense is doing a great job.
Yeah,
we're holding them to 22 points and a half, and funny thing is we're out shooting them. We are shooting for a better percentage, although it's not that great, 30% to their 29. But the difference is against the zone defense, Washington's getting to the free throw line. They're attacking our zone defense when we were playing it, and we haven't been doing a very good job, you know, attacking and getting to the basket against their zone defense, and just haven't been able to, you know, score any points. I mean, they were 8 of 10 from the foul line. We were 1 of 2. So I mean, that's kind of one way you'd beat a zone, is to drive and, you know, draw some fouls or kick the ball out and get some open looks. But
well, I don't think it wasn't that we didn't try to drive, but we're giving away a lot of inches in there.
Yeah, it's you know, and when you're missing Danielle tonight too, it's one more big that we're, you know, down on. But in Washington, I mean, they're not only big, they're big. I mean, they take up a lot of space there, and it's hard to get into the paint, you know, against a much bigger team, but you still got to try. It's been pretty physical, but I think we've been the more physical team, which is, you know, I kind of, you know, like, see, I thought in the second quarter there, Washington was getting frustrated. I, you know, heard some comments from some of the girls down there courtside that they were begging for some foul calls, and they were getting knocked down quite a bit and getting no calls. So see if it stays.
I noticed there was quite a lack of calls so far.
A lot of contact and not many whistles, but you know, maybe that you would think that would favor them, but
nah, not necessarily.
You know, like I say, we just got to find a way to score some points, and somebody's got to step up and hit some outside shots.
Well, I think that's the thing. If they don't hit some three-pointers out there, I don't think we're going to ever get in there, because they're just going to collapse.
Yeah, and I don't know what looked at rebounding stats here, but yeah, they got us 19-14, which you would expect.
That first 4 or 5 minutes, I think they got about 10 offensive rebounds, and we got 1.
Yeah, and they didn't.
I don't think it was real.
That's
good.
One reason they're shooting 29% in the first quarter. They probably missed 10 or 12 shots from 2 feet.
Oh boy!
But you know, if they made those, it's a different story. We're down by 20 then instead of 9. But you know, we've missed our fair share of shots too. That we've had some decent looks when we drive in, but just got to finish.
Yeah. Well, let's wish they have a better second half.
Well, let's hope we can put some points on the board.
Yeah.
Or you and I are going to have to go up there and suit up and start launching.
Oh boy!
Shots.
Well, I can take care of that big girl in the middle, I tell you. Thanks, Rich. Richie Remmers of the PO Sports Department. Oh, basically, we always kind of have the same kind of thing. The rebounding here, 19-14, but I don't know that tells the story. I think they might have not gotten the rebounds that first half, but I think they controlled the ball again. So I think that spread of them getting second, third, and fourth chances is even worse. And unfortunately, we started the game out getting behind their defense for a couple of shots, and that's why we got ahead. But they figured that out in a hurry, and the girls just haven't been able to get any penetration. And as Richie said, that's kind of what we need, but darn, it's hard to get in there and do that. Well, if you're an outdoors person, public opinion has a perfect tool for you. Glacial Lakes Outdoors is an app that shows you the best hunting and fishing locations based on Game Fish and Parks reports. Its GPS feature will also show you where you are and where to find the bait, ammo, fuel, food, and other outdoor-related needs. It's a great companion for the hunter or fisherman, and it's free. It will work on your smartphone or tablet and can be downloaded from either the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. That's the Glacial Lakes Outdoors app. It's free. So if you go to your Apple App Store or Google Play Store, just type in Glacial Lakes Outdoors and that should pop up, at least in the list. I want to take the minute to thank our sponsors again, Cowboy Country Store number 3, Roy's Sports Shop, Vast Communications and Broadband, Flatlands Production, and POTV is brought to you by the Public Opinion, the PO Printing and Graphics, and their family of apps, Watertown Weather Watch, Glacial Lakes Outdoors, PO Mobile, POTV, and Watertown Now. Well, for the Warriors, they only had 3 scorers, and 20 points came from Anna Good Hope and Sydney Arrington, 10 apiece, with 2 for Maddie Wiley. Well, I'll only take that back. That's 8 for Sydney Arrington and 4 for Maddie Wiley. My mistake. So 3 players for the Warriors. They got plenty of other shots, I think, but nobody else could get it in. The Arrows had 5 players score, but unfortunately only a couple apiece. Miller with 2, Walder with 5, Torontas with 2, Tetzloff with 2, and Thorson for 2. And that second quarter, Tetzloff was kind of absent. I don't know what's going on there. If Coach was trying to teach her something, or if she's not feeling well or what, we'll see. But I certainly hope she wasn't injured, because second quarter she wasn't in there, and you know we didn't do so good. So hopefully Jackie will be back. All right, and it will be Arrow's ball when we come back out. I was surprised at the shooting percentages. I think that first quarter, I think we shot pretty darn well, but in the second quarter we just didn't hit anything. So I would have to say that the first quarter shooting, we might have been at 50 or 60% with Washington down there in that 20, but it pretty well evened out after that second quarter. Well, here comes Coach Judding's Arrows, and didn't get a chance to mention Todd's assistants, Chad Brody, Tom Mattingly, and Kelly Heiser. And Walder tries to penetrate, gets around, and Madigan couldn't get a shot off. And so, as Richie said, we need to penetrate, but gosh, the girls are doing everything they can to do so, but I don't think they're going to be successful until they hit a few outside shots. Good pass out. The defense was waiting for it. That's what we need. Glow for 3 to start the quarter, makes it 16-22. A few of them, and that'll open up that middle a little bit more. And as Richie mentioned, the fouls seem to be rather rare. First half with a lot of contact, and Alexi Glow gets her 3rd foul. And we'll see if this quarter the fouls. And we're going to have a jump ball there. Good job. That was Walder that kind of snuck around and got a hold of that ball. And there again, the Warriors got 3 shots at that. And a 3-point try is no good. And they're starting out the third quarter like they did the first quarter. And we get it out ahead. Oh, good thing we got the rebound. Miller missed that one, and oh, that just went in and out. Hitzloff in the game. She usually wears a headband or something, doesn't she? Maybe she was in that second quarter. I just didn't notice. Nice open shot there, and that's good. And Glow hits another one. 6 points for Glow already, and it's a 3-point ball game, 22-19. So again, starts out like the first quarter did, and Washington having trouble finding the basket, and we got a couple of threes to go, and oh, that's going to hurt. Nice play by Good Hope. score the bucket, she'll get fouled. And she'll get a free throw. Oh, and unfortunately, that's on Glow, who just hit 2 3-pointers, and her 4th foul, she's going to have to sit down. Sometimes discretion is a better part of value. If you're hot, you probably should make sure you don't get that 4th foul. And the free throw is good, so Arrows coming back with a 6-point deficit, but at least have scored some points. In fact, they've scored more than they did the whole second quarter already. Walder passed up if possible, and then in the pass to Tetzloff for 2. Nice pass in. She made a nice spin move, and Harrington catches the foul, and I'm sure that, as Richie said, I think they were getting a little frustrated, and Harrington kind of held her ground, so we'll take it, but nonetheless, not so sure that was being called in the first half. And again, Washington's cold to start the quarter out, and the Arrows down by 3 could tie it up. And here's where I think the Arrows offense struggles a bit. They spend an awful lot of time dribbling and not getting that ball passed around enough to get open shots, and therein lies part of the problem. Nice quick one by the Warriors, but again, miss a shot. Whoa, and I think we're going to have to call that one. Walder with her first foul.
13 foul.
And Cummings comes out. And Tronis comes in. Tronis a little bit more of an offensive threat and scoring threat. When she gets going anyway, so we'll see if she can pull off a point or two. Can't get it into her. Arrows only down by 3 as Washington again has come out cold, but they warm up again. Well, we're going to need a little cushion if they do like they did the second quarter, and we're going to go to the line. And that's 24, Jada Cunningham. They said that was her second. And we make the free throw. Moore with her first point of the night. And the second one, and our good free throw shooting continues. And we're up, not up, we're just down by 1, and well, we came out with the ball, tried to get down court, but impeded a bit by the Warriors, and that is on number 30, Vandervelde, for a foul, and the Arrows will get it out. And already we have 3 fouls on each team, and I don't know that it was quite as wild as woolly as the first half yet. So apparently the official's going to tighten it up a bit. Boy, she was close to being over and back there. And oh, a nice looking shot, but just ain't going to go, and Arrows called for a push. Oh, the only 3-pointer we've got tonight has been from Glow, who had to go to the bench with 4 fouls. Tetzloff going out. Cummings came back in. Of course, with Gotsleben gone tonight, that depletes the Arrow bench just a little bit. We've seen Thorson in there tonight already, and she hasn't been in a whole lot this year. Nice move, and she'll get to shoot two as Good Hope. They'll go to the line. She's going to be tough to guard. Tronis with her first foul. And Good Hope shows pretty good form on that line, so I'm going to expect these two to go down. 26-24, Washington up by 2, so Arrows have cut a 9-point deficit down to as little as 1 this quarter. Found a little offensive power at the three-point line for 6 points. Oh, and Good Hope misses one. So only a 2-point deficit now for the Arrows, and have uncontested having trouble dribbling the ball. Sometimes that ball just needs to have a handle on it. You just, no matter what you do, you can't seem to get control of it. Nice pass in. Good finish by Tronis. That ties her up. And a miss. And another miss. 2 shots at it. Fouled on the second one. I believe that was Walder with that nice assist there down to Tronis. Walder with the foul. And that's 2 on Walder. And Good Hope with another one. Been at the line for, this will be her 5th free throw this half. Puts Washington up by 1. And she makes it 6 out of 7 for the game. Total of 16 points. And I can see where she could probably put Washington in the win column several times. And good athlete. Walder goes in, can't get it up high enough. It just rolled off just a little higher, and that puppy'd have been in there, I think. Oh, good defense by the Arrows, and nice hustle. Miller comes away with it. That could have been an offensive foul, but they elected not to call it. And a short jumper. Washington is screaming for a foul. And can't say I blame the coach. There was an awful lot of contact there. And all right, so they're going to call a foul on Wiley after all that went on, and the Arrows get the ball into the basket. Foul was awful high to go into the basket, but well, I'm a little perplexed, but nonetheless, we're getting the best end of this deal, I'd have to say. Wow. And there goes Cummings. Nice little drive, but can't finish it. Now Miller is going to catch the foul. And not so sure we shouldn't have had a foul last time they tried to bring the ball down. That's the Arrows' 7th foul. 2 on Miller. And so Good Hope will go to the line. And so Anna's been kind of controlling both ends. She had the ball down there, got the rebound, and got fouled. She's taken over on the offensive end. And another one goes down. 5 out of 6 this half. Makes 17 points. 29-26. Arrows have a couple minutes left in this quarter to try to cut that deficit again. 30-26. And this again is looking an awful lot like that first quarter, with Arrows hanging right in there, and then Washington started to pull away. So we'll see what happens, but at least we got it back in there. 3-point try, no good, and Washington with the rebound. We're getting one shot, and they seem to get 3 or 4. I'll tell you what, if we could do a better job on the defensive rebounding end of things, I think this could be a different ballgame. Tronis with her second foul. Washington up by 4, 26-30 for Washington. And it just won't go in there. And this is, I believe, Taylor Vandeverde at the line. All I can see is the back number, and her hair is covering it up, so I can't really tell. And then she makes the second one. That is number 30, Taylor Vandeverde. 5-point Washington lead, 31-26, and Arrows need to find some offense again here. Cummings takes it in and scores her first score of the night. Probably the shortest player on the court, but she gets a shot off and puts her in. And a nice three-pointer. Vandervelde Taylor gets a three-pointer, put Washington up by 8, 28-34. And after the Arrows had cut it down a little bit. Now again, Washington seemed to take control of this game here the last couple minutes of the third quarter. Arrows did get it down to 1 at one time. And Cummings is going to shoot. No good. We had a whistle, and I don't know, don't think it was on the shooter, so it's going to go out of bounds. And that's Carly Knutson with her first foul. 5 on the Warriors, 8 on Watertown. I know coaches always yell, keep them even, keep them even. Well, I'm afraid we've probably been doing the majority of the fouling, so I think 8-5 is generous. And Cummings trying to fire it up again, but can't do it. And that, gosh, that ball was kind of up above everybody, and I realized that Tetzloff was behind her, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a foul. But I think Washington is kind of getting a little frustrated, and I think their officials are trying to calm everything down here. So Annie trying to make some three-pointers, just couldn't get him to go. If she'd have hit a couple of them, we'd be right in here. And the Warriors hit another free throw. Good Hope with another one. Makes 19 for Good Hope. And another one. She's going to make a good college player, I think, somewhere. 36-28, 8-point lead. And the Arrows need to find some offense. E. Miller with a running hook, and she got fouled, so she'll get to go to the line. And that foul is going to be on Jade Visker, her first. Jade was a starter, but hasn't got any points. That was her first foul. And E. Miller rolls it in. Gives Tatum 3 points. And perfect on the other one. Well, the Arrows, again, if they could get to the line some more, they could get something done here, but they're having trouble getting to the line. Washington is up to 6 now, so the next foul will be a 1-and-1 for the Arrows. Dangerous pass. Shot well over the bucket. And now we'll be going to the line 1-and-1 as Washington's putting some pressure on. Elsie Kearney with the foul. That's the 7th on Washington. And E. Miller going to go to the line, and I kind of like to see him call those fouls there. I don't know that it's right to let him harass the ball and whack arms and stuff all the time. And that's on both sides, by the way. 36-30. And she gets it in there. Kind of like her first free throw last time. It kind of hit the rim, hit the square behind the the rim and then fell in. The next one was perfect. Let's see if she gets that range right down again. Yes, sir, she does. 6 points for Miller brings the Arrows to within 4, so they've had an impressive quarter here so far, and Washington's going to go for 1 here with a 4-point lead, and the Arrows are probably going to try and put some pressure to steal before the quarter's up. And they get inside to the big girl who makes a basket. Arrington with her first 2 of the half. And Arrows probably won't get anything off here. So Washington gets a little bunny at the end to go up 38-32. A good quarter for the Arrows as they erased a 9-point deficit and got it down to 6. Almost had it to 4 there for a bit, but gosh, that's a 19-point quarter for them. At this time of year, it's time for, any time of year, it's time for Watertown Weather Watch, a great source of free information tailored for Northeast South Dakota. It's sponsored by the Public Opinion. The best thing about Watertown Weather Watch is its 3 meteorologists generating 2 updated forecasts daily, and the forecasts are for Watertown and the Northeast South Dakota and not Sioux Falls, Rapid, or Pierre. Watertown Weather Watch is available as an app for your smartphone or tablet. Simply open the browser and point it to watertownweatherwatch.com or get it on the Apple App Store, Google Play Store. Again, type in Watertown Weather Watch and it'll come right up. Looks like it's going to be Arrows ball on the alternating possession. Oh, if the Arrows see if they can start strong this quarter and get this down to a back and forth lead change type of game like I was talking about earlier. And they're trying to get it in, and a foul on Washington as Sydney was trying to get around to get the ball. She kind of grabbed an arm trying to get around there, so Tetzloff will. Jackie fought hard to get her position and had it, and it was a good pass, but Washington kind of a little too active trying to get in there. 33-38, down by 5. Jackie's with her second one to go here, and good it is. 7 points for Jackie Tetzloff. Now the Arrows are going to try a full court press, but what happened to the trap here? I think somebody was supposed to help trap. That didn't happen. Nice pass underneath, and Good Hope scores. And I tell you what, I'm almost run out of room in my score sheet for old Good Hope there. 22. Good job, Anna. Oh, nice move. Tetzloff getting 2 more. She's taken some pretty creative shots this year, seems like, and that one was a lot more under control. That was a very nice curl around scoop shot, we'll call it. 4-point Washington lead, and nice play by Jada Cunningham with her first 2. Haven't heard much from her tonight, but gets the lead back to 6. Let's hope the Arrows can keep 3-point from long range. And here comes Washington. Washington seems content to pass around a bit and move some clock. They got 13 on the shot clock yet. And a nice little drive, and that's by Wiley. It's her 6th point, and the defense kind of went to sleep there a little bit. 44-36, nice shot there, but Tetzloff with the hook, and can't get to go. The Arrows actually get a rebound on the offensive end. And coach will call a timeout. And that one was more, I believe. And yep, that's what the scoreboard has. 44-38. Arrows still only down by 6. There's 5:51 to go in the quarter. Well, hey, Arrow sports fans, did you know that the PO has a free mobile app for our award-winning newspaper? That's right, you can read local news, sports, engagements, AP news, AP sports news, and get the latest weather forecasts, as well as check out all the PO classified ads, all from your smartphone or tablet. PO Mobile is the smartphone app for those who want to know what's going on in Watertown and the Glacial Lakes region. Download the PO Mobile on almost any Apple or Android smartphone, and there's an app for PO Mobile in the App Store. So download PO Mobile today. Look for, or if you're going to type it in, P/O Mobile. P/O Mobile. And Washington will be bringing it up. In case there's any Washington fans listening, they'll be traveling to Marshall, Minnesota on Saturday. Take on Marshall, then back home to play Harrisburg. And the Arrows get a steal, chance to cut the lead again. Tetzloff with a nice little jumper. Oh, man, that was part way down, I think. Nice shot. Good job by the Arrows. Can't do any better than get a good shot like that. Harrington in the middle. Nice shot. Nice move. 2 more for Sydney. And she does a pretty nice job in there too. She gets looks for passes underneath, and in that case she had an open middle and she took the shot. Nice 3-point attempt, but at least the Arrows get the rebound. And that's Glow back in with 4 fouls, but hoping maybe she can pop a couple more 3-pointers. Oh, and there's a body there by 24, I believe. And we'll have a bonus coming up. Yep. Jada Cunningham with her 3rd foul. That's the 9th on Washington. So we're still in a 1-and-1. And Walder at the line. Makes the first one. I tell you, these last 2 games, the Arrows are just a darn different team. At the free throw line. Golly, the first games we had, they could hardly make one, and now they're getting them all in there. Well, and of course I had to jinx them. Cummings almost, and does, steal the ball as it went off the Washington Warriors. Still, the Arrows are shooting good tonight at the free throw line, so now that we're in the bonus, if we can just get there a few more times, we score with the clock stopped. Walder, nice pass, but first there was a push prior to grabbing the ball. So it looks like Tetzloff will be going to the line. And that's 4th foul on Jada Cunningham. It was a nice try. She made a nice move on it. This will be a 2-shotter. Oh, just rims out. Board says Warriors 31, rebounds the Arrows 25. Then that one goes down. So it's 40-46. It's a 6-point lead. 4 minutes to go, plenty of time. I say against, again, a team of this caliber, the Arrows are doing very well. And although the second quarter they kind of slipped into their old ways. And then there's Good Hope. And a timeout for the Warriors after that basket, 48-40, so the Arrows will get it on the end line. 24 for Good Hope. POTV gives you the ability to watch Arrow football and boys and girls basketball on your computer. But what if you're away from your computer? Your solution is the POTV mobile app. It's brought to you by the Public Opinion and KXLG Radio. The mobile app can be downloaded to your smartphone or tablet, giving you the ability to watch the Arrows via Wi-Fi or cellular connection. PO mobile app is free. You can find it on the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. In this case, I imagine you type in POTV and it should be right there. And if you're looking for a new and innovative way to advertise your business, just call the PO or the Public Opinion 886-6901 and get your ad on POTV. Got my POTV ahead of my Public Opinion there. So if you want to have your ad read on TV, your computer TV, then get on POTV 886-6901. All right, Arrows have an 8-point deficit, but still seem to be hanging in there. So we can find a little offensive burst. We can have a chance at the end. That's about all we can ask. And ill-advised pass, a little high, that the defense was able to knock away. And again, Washington seems, I think, is going to be content to pass it around the perimeter, and the Arrows are packing it in. I think maybe it's time we got out there and had to harass them a bit. Nice move by Tetzloff as he jumps out and taps it away. Here comes Cummings, and she thinks better of it. Tetzloff has good position, but the Arrows just can't seem to get it to him. I like to watch Jackie going against Arrington there. Jackie's trying to move her a little bit, and Arrington ain't going anywhere. Miller can't get it off. 4 seconds on the shot clock. And since we didn't hit the rim and nobody got control, we're going to have 4 seconds to get a shot off. Still down by only 8 with 2:42 to go, and so there's time, especially if we can get some points on the board here. Going to have a good open shot there. Oh, that's a nice two, but there should have been a foul after the shot. Moore with 2, and gosh, the defender put her behind in her and knocked her back a foot or two, and I haven't had a chance to read my sheet tonight, but that's one of the points of emphasis this year is almost a steal. Point of emphasis that you can't displace players, and that includes the shooter in a box-out situation. And the Yankton game, and I think some of the other games that I've had, the officials been calling that, but tonight they didn't. Moore with a foul. And of course, who's at the line but Good Hope. That did it. I've officially run out of room to put points in here for her. That's 25. So she can't score anymore. 49-42. I got a feeling maybe she might. 7-point lead for the Warriors. Be interesting to see where she ends up going to college. And Natton's good as well. So the Arrows now have some urgency here. Need to get some points on the board in a hurry. 8-point deficit. And the Warriors defense is kind of coming out. And they steal the ball. That doesn't help at all. And simply running by. Happened to run into the. That'll be Alexi's 5th foul, and Alexa will foul out with 6 points on 2 3-pointers, and unfortunately we couldn't get her any more shots. But both teams up to a bonus, so 2 shots for Van de Velde, and she misses the first one. And now the Arrows come. The first shot's a dead ball, but officials now seem to be talking. I think maybe, at least in my day, the defense had to be there. The offense didn't necessarily have to be, but first shot's a dead ball, so I guess no matter. They got her off and done. Now we're going to have a timeout by the Warriors. Well, when you travel on business or pleasure, you miss many of the events you'd like to know about. To catch up on all the local sports news and events, be sure and check out thepublicopinion.com and download our mobile app in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. So lots of ways to check out the news, weather, sports through the Public Opinion, either on POTV, on their mobile app. You can find out where you're at with the not Watertown, the Glacial Lakes outdoors and such. So check us out. Go to the App Store, Google Play Store, and that one's good for Vandervelde's 5th point. But look up the TV or other apps on thepublicopinion.com. 1:40 to go. Arrows down by 9 now, and just don't have the firepower at this point, but they made a darn good showing. 42 points against this Washington team. I think is pretty darn good, and holding them to 51 ain't too bad either. Oh, they knew they were in a battle. A couple of breaks would have went our way. Why? They're going to call a foul before the shot, so Sydney's going to have to shoot 2 of them, since that's the 10th foul. Madigan Moore with her 3rd foul, and 2 for Arrington. And Washington, as I said, a very good passing team, and they move that ball pretty quick, and I think that's why they have a good record, and that's, I think, probably the difference in this game. And Sydney hits them both. That makes, we'll see what the tally is for Sydney Arrington. And now she gets to sit down, and 1 minute to go with an 11-point lead. Washington appears to be getting some subs in. E. Miller gets it out, and a nice 3-pointer by Walder. Again, probably too little, too late. 45-53, an 8-point deficit now. So as we near the end of the game, I'll again want to thank our sponsors, Cowboy Country Store number 3 and Roy's Sports Shop. Roy's Sports Shop is located on 1513 9th Avenue on East Highway 212 in Watertown. So before you get out by the Walmart area, take a look on the north side of the road and stop into Roy's Sports Shop. They got all the sporting goods and athletic supplies you'll need. And if you're heading north, stop in at the Country Store number 3, the Cowboy Country Store number 3. You can gas up the car and you can fuel up your tummy. Try some Chester's chicken. That's pretty darn good stuff. Some people think that's the best chicken in town. And of course they have all the pop and drinks, soft drinks and coffees and teas and all that you need as well. Cowboy Country Store number 3, Highway 81 and 14th Avenue North. Well, Arrows are going to try to keep the clock stopped and send them to the line, but they've got to make sure we get the right one to the line here, I'd say, and Good Hope is probably not the one to do it. Doggone it. Oh, a 2-shot foul for Good Hope. Let's try fouling somebody else, gals. 45-54. She makes this, it'll be a 10-point game with 54 seconds to go. But, a couple of 3-point quick ones, who knows? Hey, she missed one. 27 for Good Hope. Again, another nice game for Good Hope. Really impressed her. And here we are down 10, and we're dribbling the ball between our legs and behind our back. And goodness gracious. Good fight by the Arrows. Miller with 2. The gal's got to move that ball quicker. It's just, you cannot sit there and dribble it around and hold on to it when you're down 10 with 40 seconds to go. All right, we stop the clock, put them at the line. We're down by 8. And the first one's a miss. And that's Wiley with the miss. That last foul on Miller, just her third. 27.9 seconds to go, and Wiley makes the next one. It's 7 points for Wiley and a timeout. Well, we got a new sponsor tonight, Flatlands Production of Watertown. They produce high-quality videos for your business or personal needs. They will design and produce deep, meaningful content that strategically sells your clients through the use of a story. Flatlands Production stories are like no others. These stories will inspire, engage, and entertain. If you want a memorable video for your wedding, family event, or promotion of your business, contact Derek Gatormson at Flatlands Production. Derek helps us out here in the video and of the game, so thanks, Derek, and we'll try to get you some business. 805-235-8011. If you know anybody that might want to have videos for anything, please give Derek a call and see what he can do for you. 805-235-8011. His website is flatlandsproduction.com. 27.9 seconds to go. 8-point Washington lead, and here come the Arrows. So let's score quick, girls. Let's get that ball to an open gal and get a score, or drive it in just like that. There you go. Nice job, Matea. And we stop the clock again. 16.4 seconds. 6-point deficit. Of course, Washington now trying not to foul to let the clock keep going. Looks like Jada Cunningham will be at the line. Foul was on Miller, and that was good. Got to foul him quick to try and stop the clock. And Jada hits the first one. Makes it a 7-point game. 16 seconds to go. Arrows have a slim hope here, but a miss and a quick 2 or 3 pointer. Who knows? She makes the second one. Good job, Jada Cunningham. And Walder looked like she wanted to drive again, but couldn't. And Miller got by, but couldn't make the shot. 4.5 seconds to go, and probably time to let her go, gals. I think that's Tetzloff with that foul. Yep. Jackie had a pretty good game tonight, and again, I think considering the highly ranked Washington Warriors and the players that I saw them have, excellent players, I think the girls did pretty darn good. Well, Cunningham at the line again makes another one, so they all seem to be pretty good free throw shooters. And here comes, let's see if I can get them all. Maham Shah is in, Maham Shah, and 30, Taylor Vandevelde still in there. Kelsey Kearney is in there. That shot was made, 59-49, 10-point game, about a second to go, and that'll do it. 59-49, but the Arrows make a pretty good showing, and I'm encouraged with their offense. Again, they're playing an 8-1 Washington team, and unfortunately come out on the short end of the stick. But as far as some of their other losses go, 49 is a pretty good darn score. Well, again, the Arrows will be heading to Huron tomorrow. they'll come back home a week from Saturday, January 30th. They have the early game at 5:15 against Brookings. The boys will play shortly thereafter. And speaking of the boys, I did have some information about other teams in the region, but probably don't have much time. The boys will be playing, Friday night at Washington. Tonight they played at Washington. Haven't heard a score. Tomorrow they play at Harrisburg. And again, the boys are number 1 in the state at 8-1, and the seed points put them at number 1. O'Gorman hot on their heels, but they're only 7-4. But those darn seed points is what does it. They're number 2, O'Gorman is. Huron's number 3. Their only losses is to us. So the boys are doing excellent this year, and we'll have to see how their little trip of tonight and tomorrow went. But good luck to the boys. Again, we'll see you a week from Saturday. The boys will be here at home on January 28th, and again with Brookings with the second game on January 30th. So we won't see you on POTV till January 26th when Watertown comes home to play Roosevelt. This is Rick Evans for POTV. Thanks for watching, and have a nice warm evening, and good night, and God bless.